Hi everyone, I'm Wonder from Sharon Decide. Today we're going to making a leaf bracelet. We will use four colors and let's get started. So we have four colors of our string and we'll fold it in half. Use the longer one because the longer one as usual is going to be our loop. Now remove that. Mine is white, so I'm going to use that to make backward forward knots, which is what I'm currently showing you. That is half a backward knot and half of a forward knot. And I'll repeat this again. A backward forward knot, sorry. And I'm going to repeat this as many times as I want until when I get my desired length. So now for this loop, I'm going to make it somewhat of a linked loop. That's a triangle after the start. So I'm going to make about an inch. Yes, my loop would be about 1 inch. And this is the length I'm happy with. So now I'm going to just going to split my string around a little because I don't want to start with my whites. I would like to end with whites. So I'm going to take my slightly lighter turquoise blue, I can't pronounce it. I'm going to take my light blue. I'm going to make a backward knot. Yes, I'm going to make a backward knot now. And then I'm taking the next color, which will be the darker shade of blue, and with that too I'm going to make another backward knot. You can see I'm just going to be making backward knots like a normal triangle start. Yeah. So trying again, we're going to take the white string now and we're going to make a backward knot. And a leaf bracelet is quite different from what you can see. So we have strings sticking out a little on the sides. Okay, so now moving on to the left side, we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to take this string there and I'm showing you a different way to do this. So I'm going to make a backward forward knot instead of just making a forward knot in case. Then take the next one, make another backward forward knot and take the white and make a forward knot. So I've shown you the two ways to make a triangle start. Just in case you don't want to make completely forward or backward knot, you can make backward forward knots. They all make the same thing, and I'm flipping my loop to the back. I'm flipping it because I would like to see how it looks. Now I'm going to take the two strings out, the two light blue strings, and we're going to make a forward knot. So we're joining these two strings. It's to be like we're starting a chevron for the first 3 rows, because I'm going to take the dark blue string on the right, and I'm going to make a backward knot over the light blue, the one I used to make a forward knot. Now I'm going to go to the left and take the dark blue string there, turquoise blue string there, and I'm going to make 2 forward knots, one over the light blue and one over the dark blue from the right. Now we're going to move over to the right again and take the next string, which is white. Yep, it's white. I'm going to make 2 backward knots, one over each blue string, light blue, dark blue, one over each blue string. Now that we're done with that, we're moving over to the left. Take that white string too. Technically it's kind of cream, but take that string and make 3 forward knots. Oh, and I'm quite sorry for this video coming late again. I had a few things come up in my personal life, so I wasn't able to post for a while. Sorry. Remember I told you we were going to be making chevron rows? We're done with that. So again, actually into the blue bracelet now. So take the middle string on the right and take the next string on the right. That will be the dark turquoise blue, and make a backward knot over the light white string. Sorry, I mixed up my colors here a lot. Then now we're moving over to the left. Take those same colors on the left. That's the white, the one in the middle, and the one next to it, that's the dark blue. And using that dark blue string, we are going to make two, yep, we're just going to make two forward knots. Now ignore the fact that this is not the usual way you'll be making bracelet. This bracelet is a little different. Moving over to the right again, take the next color string, that's the light blue, and make two backward knots. You can see how we're increasing it now. So two backward knots now. Now over to the right, take the next color, that's the same light blue, and make three forward knots. So we're making three forward knots now with this light blue string. And if you notice, don't pull too tightly on your string when you're making your first knot, because you don't want to be too tight. You need to have a little string loose at the end. Just know when it feels right on both sides, like that. So now we're taking our last string, which in this case will be my green. I finally get to use the green. And we are going to make three backward knots on the right. Now if you notice, I didn't pull very tightly. I just pulled it onto when I saw it got close to the knots and I left it. You don't want to pull very tightly on the first knots on the edges. Moving over to the left part now, I am going to take the green string on the edge there and make four. Yeah, I'm going to make four forward knots. Don't pull too tightly on your edge. Now we are going to repeat this. So we have only three major rows and we repeat. So now it just inverse. So instead of white in the middle is the dark green. Take the light blue beside that and make a backward knot. Move over to the left, take the light blue beside the dark green there and make a forward knot, and also make another forward knot over the other light blue. I'm just talking, just make two forward knots, that's all. So we're repeating the same steps, just different color order. Now moving over to the right again, remember we take the next string, which is our dark blue. Now we're making two backward knots. There. Now going over to the right, we're taking that dark blue string and we're making three forward knots. Now we are on the edge, the last strings on each side. Now take that and make three backward knots on that side, and if you can see, I'm not pulling tight on my strings at all. Losing your tension, now you have a better bracelet. Now we're done. Move over to the left and make four forward knots. And with those two steps, you've actually completed making your bracelet, because you're just going to be repeating this 6 rows over and over again until when you get your desired length. And by the way, mine is always like 6.3 because my wrist is pretty small. So, and now I'll be showing you the steps again, just to clarify in case I missed anything, so you can watch it mostly without my audio interfering, but I'll still be talking though. And I just want to mention that this bracelet is extremely beginner friendly and is after the chevron and the candy stripes. I think this is one of the bracelets I will recommend, because basically it's a candy stripe. Sorry, basically it's a chevron. You're making chevron rows throughout the entire bracelet. And I sped it up a little so I don't take much of your time. Oh, I wanted to mention that I will be trying to post videos every 2 or 3 days from now, and I will be sticking to that because I am recording all my voiceovers right now, so I can like just place them in the videos and schedule them already. Because I'm tired of being like, I'm gonna do it. I'm not going to do it. So probably you might probably be getting a lot of notifications from my posting. Just bear in mind with me. Alright, so now we're going to the end of the bracelet, which is going to be a little easy. Starting on the right, like we usually do, we are going to make a triangle end. So with the string on the edge, that's the white, I'm going to use the one beside that, that's second to the last string, and make a forward knot over the white string. Then take the next string, that's our light blue, and make a forward knot over both of those strings and a bundle. So making one forward knot. Take the next one, which is the green, and make one forward knot over both. Like that. So we've made one triangle part. Go to the left, take the two last strings on the edge and use the dark blue and make a backward knot. So for the left, we're going to make in backward knots. Next color, make one backward knot over all those strings as one. Ignore the playing pattern, but if you can hear it. Take the green string and make one backward knot there. And now that we're done, we're going to go to the right and I'm going to make a 4 braided plates. I don't know how to say that, but divide our strings into 2, and then each of them, take the one on the edge, the green, move it to the middle, take the dark blue, move to the middle, white, middle, light blue, middle. So it's almost like a fishtail braid, but it is not. Now you can look up videos of ties if you would like. This is the finished product, and it can be worn both ways. I don't think I mentioned that, but it can be worn at the back and with the front. It looks nice. And the tutorial that will be up will be for a chevron, because I believe you should already know how to make a chevron. If you don't, then watch it. Well, bye.